Hey there everyone, Nubkeks here, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to beat Looking for Raid difficulty Sire Denathrius. It opened up this week. This boss is certainly worth doing. He drops higher item level loot than the rest of the raid and some really nice trinkets. And also, the first time you kill him, there is a once-off quest that will give you 1,250 anima, which really helps with that anima weekly and upgrading your Covenant Sanctum or your Covenant gear. And now this is Looking for Raid, so as you can probably see from the background footage I've selected here, there's always a lot of opportunity for some drama. So hopefully these tips will help you out and help you be effective in the fight to sort of just make it a little bit of a smoother ride. Phase 1 is actually fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Your goal is to be hit by the Cleansing Pain at least twice. This is a frontal. A boss is going to do 2 times before every Ravage cast. When you get hit by this, it's going to spawn out a bunch of adds, 1 for every player hit, and you just need to AoE down those adds. So yeah, just go ham and AoE, hitting the boss when you can, and getting hit by the frontal. Our tank actually did a nice thing as we went a bit further into this, which was simply positioning the boss so that the frontal just was faced towards the entire raid. Which I think is a much smarter way of doing it. Obviously on the higher difficulties, we face that into the wall to have the adds stacked up and blah 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 and only set people taking a hit at a time. But on Looking for Raid, the damage is all very low, so you're able to just hit the entire raid with the frontal, spawn out a bunch of adds, cleave them all down. So just keep it nice and simple. For the Ravage cast, thing I definitely recommend is if you have a movement ability, throw that out to help your raid, right? So for me as a druid, I was able to throw out the Stampeding Roar just to help people get out of that Ravage. And then again, you can see the tank positioning for the boss, awesome, making it really easy for people to get hit. So yeah, guys, don't be scared. You're supposed to get hit by this frontal. You want to be at least 2, Burden of Sin. You can even get rid of all of them, and then you'll be good for the intermission. In the intermission, you're all knocked to the edge of the room, and you have to run to the center. Again, so long as you've got less than 2 stacks, again, you can very easily get to 0 stacks of the debuff, Burden of Sin. Then you can just run into the middle, throw some dots on the boss, whatever, build up some resources, and you should be all good. In phase 2, there's 2 main mechanics going on here. Mechanic number 1 is that the boss is going to summon in a bunch of adds. These are the Crimson Chorus, Crimson Kabbalists. They're going to channel this Crimson Chorus cast. You just want to kill off these adds, right? He's going to summon in sets of 4 at a time. Now, especially if you are a ranged DPS, there's 2 of these adds are going to be on the ranged platform. Melee can't get to those. So if you're a ranged DPS, really focus in and try to nuke down those ranged adds when you can. Now, the other big mechanic of this is the Hand of Destruction. The boss sucks everyone in on top of him, and it's going to set off this large explosion. The easiest way to dodge this is simply have the boss tanked near a mirror, then walk through for the Hand of Destruction, and then once the Hand of Destruction is exploded, then use the tank. You can bring him back through. There's probably still adds left on that side, especially ranged adds are probably going to die slowly, so you can bring him back through and let your team be in position to finish off those adds. Again, if you are a ranged DPS, or if you're a melee DPS, you can get onto those ranged adds or any adds that are left up and the boss is being tanked far away, you can simply go back yourself and go kill those adds. That's like the main thing that you need to do, is just make sure the adds die off. He's going to summon in new waves of adds then, and again, it's the same thing, right? Just get to those new waves, finish off those adds, just keep killing off the adds, do damage to the boss, then we've got some free time. And yeah, stepping through the mirror to dodge the Hand of Destruction. Oh, I should also mention Massacre. These are these red lines on the floor. Don't stand on those, they're bad. In the final phase, all the remaining adds are going to be teleported closer to the center of the room. And you really want to finish these off. They stop your healers from healing your group effectively, so kill off all the adds. That's your goal, your first step. And then after that, it's just tunneling damage into the boss. There's a very small knockback. This is a very, very small knockback on Looking for Raid difficulty. You don't really need to worry about it. Just don't be stood right on the edge of the room, I guess. But yeah, just start shooting the boss. Don't stand in the big circles that he puts on you. Keep dodging the red lines on the floor. When those come in, they're bad as well. And at this point, you can use Bloodlust. And basically, you just have to kill the boss before the room fills up with the Ravage casts on the floor. You should have plenty of time so long as most people are alive. And there you go, guys. That's Looking for Raid Denathrius. Honestly, this one's not too bad. I think this is for Looking for Raid final boss. This one is quite forgiving. I think the real difficulty for people is going to be actually that phase 1. Because of course, your intuitive thing to do is, hey, the boss is doing a big frontal attack. I should really dodge this. This is bad. You don't want to get hit by the boss's attacks. But in phase 1, you actually do. That's how you drop your stacks. Because again, if they're not dropped, and you're not like a Death Knight or a Shaman and Ghost Wolf, you're just going to die. So yeah, good luck with your own kills, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.